to represent you at all stages of a criminal proceeding. I will appoint Mr. Haverko, our public defender, to represent you if you're indigent and you so request. He is here. He'll at least enter a plea on your behalf. Typically, at this stage of the proceedings, a plea of not guilty is entered. Conditions of release are set. And then we set the matter for a pretrial conference. That's a chance for you to go over the case with an attorney and decide if you can resolve the case by agreement or not. If you can't, you have a right to a public and speedy jury trial in the county where the offense was alleged to have been committed. First on the docket is Tasha Lynn Draft. Does not answer. Ms. Draft, good afternoon. So if you come up and have a seat at the council table. Is your full name Tasha Lynn Draft? The citation I have alleges that on or about December 16, 2021, you committed the offenses of driving a license suspended or revoked in the 3rd degree. That's a simple misdemeanor. Maximum penalty on conviction to be 90 days in jail and or $1,000 fine. You're also cited for an ignition interlock violation. That's a gross misdemeanor. The maximum penalty upon conviction to be 364 days in jail and or a $5,000 fine. Are you asking for a court-appointed attorney? I'll take your nod as a yes. I'll appoint Mr. Haverko to enter a plea on your behalf. You'll do so at this time.
Stipulate probable cause, Your Honor. Ask the court to enter not guilty plea.
Mr. Abbey, a plea of not guilty has been entered on your behalf. That preserves your rights. We'll set the matter for a pretrial. Does the city wish anything by way of conditions of release?
No, Your Honor, that's driving license. Sure, it's gonna drive while being licensed. She has that interlock.
Mr. Draft, the conditions of release are law-abiding behavior that will include don't drive unless licensed and insured, and if you're required to have ignition interlock, usually a pre-trial is set for January 20th, 2022, of course, at 10 o'clock. I'm reviewing an order on today's hearing as we speak.
Go ahead and sign on this pad.
You're also given a couple of civil citations. We'll enter a plea of not committed on those and calendar those right along with the criminal site. Any questions at all, Mr. Rapp?
I think that you would help me, but I do have a question about the interlock thing. This is the first I've heard anything about
This is something you need to talk to Mr. Haverko about. You'll get contact information with him.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Electronically signed. Mr. Rapp, that concludes today's hearing, and you can get a copy of today's order by leaving the courtroom. Go to your left and go to the window, and you'll be furnished with a copy of today's order. You take care of yourself. Thank you for appearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Erica Fleming. Good afternoon, ma'am. Is your full name Erica Nichelle Fleming?
Yes, sir.
The citation I have alleges that on or about December 16, 2021, you committed the offenses of driving under the influence of intoxicants. That's a gross misdemeanor. The maximum penalty and conviction would be 364 days in jail and or a $5,000 fine. You're also cited for driving a license suspended or revoked in the 3rd degree. Simple misdemeanor. The maximum penalty and conviction would be 90 days in jail and or a $1,000 fine. Are you asking for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I'll have Mr. Haverko enter a plea on your behalf, and he will discuss with you later whether you're entitled to a lawyer at public expense for the duration of the case. Mr. Haverko?
Stipulate to probable cause, Your Honor, as the court to enter a not guilty plea on both charges.
Plea of not guilty has been entered? Yes. You have a question?
The plea for not guilty is for the DUI.
For both cases, for both charges.
Are they combined?
Pardon?
Are they combined? Because I don't want to enter a plea of not guilty for driving on a suspended license. I forgot that it was.
Oh, that's, a plea of not guilty isn't any great statement about the case. It's simply,
No. It's very difficult. That's the normal. Okay.
this, my man, I want to make sure you understand, a plea of not guilty is simply a way of preserving your rights and putting the case on hold until you've had a chance to review everything with your attorney. Mr. Dilly, given the fact that it's a DUI, does the city wish any special conditions? I reviewed the history and there's no prior DUI.
I came to the same conclusion, Your Honor, so just our standard conditions for someone who's been cited with a DUI.
Ms. Fleming, standard conditions of release are don't drive unless licensed and insured. If any officer asks you to take a breathalyzer, you're to do so. Don't drink and drive. Pre-trial will be January 20th at 11 in the morning. And especially, yes, if there is an issue with your license, don't drive unless you have that resolved. I'm electronically signing the today's order. This Fleming, you'll be able to get a copy of that by going to the window outside the courtroom and to your left. Any questions at all?
Will that information have who my attorney is on there?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And Mr. Haverco will make sure you have his contact information. Ms. Fleming, thank you for appearing.
So before you leave the stop at the clerk's window, yeah, maybe you'll be. What's that? Yeah, I think you're free. Is she free to go, Judge?
Yes.
Yeah, you're free to go.
Ms. Fleming, thank you for appearing. Good luck to you. We'll see you next year, January 20th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Christopher Jackson does not answer. Devin Sheehan does not answer as well. Martin Talari does not answer. Kevin Valesky. Valesky, if you would have a seat next to Mr. Haverco, and we'll address your matter at this time. You were field booked on a failure to appear warrant. It looks like you owe $50 on a deferral. What?
Yeah, I didn't even know that I had a warrant because I've been making payments on it from, like last year when I came to court for it, and I thought it was paid off because I didn't receive anything else in the mail. Because normally after my payments, I would receive something that says how much I paid, how much I have left to pay, and I hadn't received anything else. And so I thought I had it paid off, and then like a week or two ago, on my way to work, I got stopped at A&P and the officer said I had a warrant, and I had no idea.
Why don't we do this? Mr. Haverco is your attorney, and he probably hasn't had a chance to review the matter. Mr. Dilly, what I'm inclined to do is reset the matter for a review hearing on January 20th, say. And in the meantime, hopefully this and any misunderstandings can get ironed out.
That sounds perfect.
Mr. Valesky, how about sound about right?
Yeah, or to me, if the $50 I get in my next paycheck on the 5th, if I just paid that $50 and it is done and over with, would I still have to come back, or could we maybe set that up? Or is that just?
Your Honor, cities have set that. max he wants to pay is $50 before our next hearing, we'll consider the benefit of the bargain.
That's all that's left owing, according to Madam Clerk. Let's do this. Let's reset, give you a court date on January 20th, but if the $20 is, or the $50 is paid before court, you don't need to appear. But you might want to check with us
Oh, I definitely will check. just to be sure.
before, but, and the hearing will be stricken and the case will be closed.
Okay. Awesome.
Signing the order on review, 8:15 on January 20th.
Give me a second here. Yeah, give me a second. Oh, we can't do it yet. Oh, Yeah, so let's get that $50 and get it paid and you're done. Yeah. Yeah. It's free to go, Judge.
Yes, Mr. Buskey, thank you for appearing. Thank you for your patience. You have a great holiday. We'll see you next year. If there's a problem, we won't see you if the $50 is paid. We'll just simply close the case.
All right, thank you.
And thank you, sir. Take care. Have a good one. Yes, I'm electronically signing today's order, and you'll be able to get a copy.
Is there anybody online or? Okay. Okay.
That might, I'm gonna guess. I have it looks like a Latanya Jackson calling in. Are you able to hear me? You may be muted. Did Brent disappear on us? The screen shows a Latanya Jackson. Miss Jackson, the screen tells me you're muted. You need to unmute yourself, and we'll take the matter. I have a Christopher Jackson on the docket. I presume that's who is calling. You need to unmute again. Brent's back.
So we need to.
Again, call the matter of Christopher Jackson. There is a Latoya Jackson on the screen. I presume that would be Mr. Jackson. But screen likewise shows you as being muted. You're going to have to unmute so we can take your case. Mr. Dilly, we have somebody else, but they may have stepped away from their computer.
All right. One of the matters, I know there was a motion by, I want to say Mr. Wood. I forget his client's name, but it sounds like there's an arrangement for intensive inpatient or some type of bed date for the 27th. And there was an order that I had agreed to, or a motion that I had agreed to, authorizing removal of scram at 8:30.
I did before I reviewed that order, and I signed that, and it'll be transmitted to where it needs to go.
Perfect.
We'll try again with Miss Jackson. your presence, but appear to be muted. If you could unmute yourself, we'll take that matter. Function. Ms. Jackson, I'm showing a LaTanya Jackson on the screen. Are you unmuted yet? I'm not sure how long we should wait. Usually it's-
Well, I assume they're associated with Christopher Jackson,
I'm assuming that
right? It could be his mom's phone or the wife's
this is a
phone,
sister or a
something,
wife,
something,
some of a relative
right,
for
right.
Chris Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, is this person, do I already have them on another?
Yes, docket number
Let's,
5.
let's note the failure to appear for speedy trial purposes today. And just continue it to that person's
January
pretrial.
6th.
Yeah.
On at 10 a.m.
Okay.
We could reset the arraignment for that and send notice. If you have contact information with Mr. Jackson, might be a good idea to
Gotcha.
let him know, but we will send.
So will we set it, since it will be an arraignment technically? Will we still put it on the 10 or 11 o'clock with?
Put it to 10, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a combination arraignment on this case,
Okay.
pretrial on
Great.
the other. And
Okay.
we'll try one more time.
That's pretty accurate, Johnny. I think I said 120.
Ms. Jackson, or Christopher Jackson, we show you as being present, but muted. If you are back to your computer, could you unmute yourself and we'll take the matter. If not, what we're going to do is reset. You're already scheduled to be in court on January 6th at 10 a.m. We'll send you a notice to be there for at that time and on that date for an arraignment, as well as your pretrial already set. With that, I guess we're going to go off record and.
Okay.
I'm showing LaTanya Jackson on the screen and just went back to mute. If you would unmute.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is LaTanya Jackson, but I'm not here for Christopher Jackson. I was actually here with Erica Fleming. But if I may get a little more information on Christopher Jackson, because I do have a son, Christopher Jackson. I do not believe this would be him, because I would believe that he would be responsible enough to show up. Do you have a middle initial for this Christopher Jackson?
I'm not understanding that at all. It's the matter that we wanted to address was Yelm versus Christopher James Jackson Jr.
Okay, so no, I was here with Erica Fleming. We just happen to have the same last name, Christopher Jackson and I.
It doesn't sound like there's any relation, Your Honor, that
There
Mr.
is no
Jackson
relation.
at this point is FTA'd.
Okay, we'll try to send him a notice to appear. He's already scheduled for trial. He shows up then or not. But Ms. Jackson, thank you for your information. You take care and you have a good day.
And you as well, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
And likewise, Ms. Jackson, Merry Christmas to you as well. And with that, we'll go off the record for the rest of the year.
Well, sorry we missed you on Friday, Tom.
What, Brent?